Okay, sports fans, oh my gosh, the Holy Grail has arrived in our house tonight, I'll tell you. 100% Western Diamondback rattlesnake vintage boots. These are Naconas from the 80s, out of a private collection out of Albuquerque, New Mexico somewhere. These are brand freaking new. I want you guys to just look at these sons of guns. Look at that. I like these ones because they got the smaller diamonds in them. This wasn't a big old granddad rattlesnake that this came off of. It was a good colored one. And if this boot's 40 years old, look how this has maintained itself. It's just absolutely beautiful. There's not a scratch. There's not a scale missing on it. These things are immaculate. And I got them on an auction, and I paid a little bit for them. I don't know if it's important how much I paid for them. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I wasn't going to say because it'll make Josh mad. But anyway, I got one little scale coming loose right there. Oh my gosh. But these have been conditioned and ready to go. And they got all the tick marks of a great boot. I know that the boots like this go between $600 and $900 all day long. You can find cheaper brands. These are Naconas. The vintage Naconas are great made boots. And I missed bidding out on one 6 months ago at $900, and that's where I pooped out. And I think that went higher than that. I just decided to bid on these till I got them, and I did. But these are my babies. I'm not going to wear these very often. I wore them half a day today, and I'm going to keep them conditioned, and I'll keep them in my closet, and I'm going to pull them out to go to church.
Give us the list, Doug.
Okay, first of all, these are Naconas, made in, I think they said 1981. I'd have to go back and see what year they were made, but these are good ones. We got the full, well, it's not the full. They've got the center vamp of the rattlesnake, Diamondback, and look at the care they took to match them. I've seen rattlesnakes sometimes that these things are 50% different sizes. They kind of look goofy. Maybe that's part of what you want in a rattlesnake, but these are almost symmetrical. You can tell they're different snakes because they're different things, but they took great care in making those of the right size. Mm-hmm. The vamp on these are, I'd call, a third, maybe a half vamp. Comes over the top halfway, and then they come back with, I think, the same skin along the side. And you got the diamonds coming along the side here. And they took care of, they got diamonds on both of them. You got diamonds on both sides up. Look, they've even put a diamond in between the counter patch. They got a diamond here and a diamond there. Whoever the artisan that made these boots really took care to make these boots absolutely perfect. I think for using natural skins, I can't imagine any boot being taken more care than putting these things together. And on the inside, you got diamonds here. And then come on the inside here, you got diamonds here. And just look at this. Look, you got two here. You got two here. You got some artisan just building these things by hand, made in the USA. I want to make sure that you know that these are made in the USA 40 years ago by somebody who really knew their shit. They just really knew what they're doing when they're building these boots.
Yeah.
And look at these uppers, these light tan uppers. They're just beautiful uppers on these things. A full 13-inch shaft on them. And look at the vamp. So you got now idealistically, but not for me necessarily, but, we got the vamp down here. Some of them might come down here. When we look for some of the crocodile boots and stuff, we like the vamp being the full vamp. but I don't see very many the boots have that. And I know when we looked at our Ruho Python boots, the vamp came all the way down except for just one little mark down here. Well, obviously that's a whole different ballgame with a python versus a rattlesnake. So anyway, but the fact that the guy just took so much care and even matching where they go, we got a diamond here, diamond in the toe there. It's just unbelievable that he took that much care putting these things together. So we're going to go through full rattlesnake vamps. There are 3 pieces, good size vamps, but they took a lot of care putting them. Okay, you got the back, the counters. It's not a one-piece counter, but they matched the counters on the back. You got diamonds coming up the back. Let's check the diamonds coming up the back. You got 2 diamonds here, 2 diamonds there. These don't even look like they're, the guy took so much care, they don't even look like they're natural. I mean, how could somebody take that much care putting these together? It's just unbelievable they put this together. You got the real leather outsoles, the good outsoles. You got real lemon peg into the shaft, the shank here, and it's got the full, real stackable leather heels. You can tell that those are, I'm not going to scratch and show them, but those are stacked leather heels. But look, for being 40-year-old boots, look, they haven't even been worn out. And look, just the things are just brand new. They don't have, and they got beautiful tan shafts. Now the shafts are not lined. They're just a single line, but they're a soft, feel those, Adam. Those are soft, supple shafts. They're not highly waxed or anything. They're a very supple shaft. And on the inside, we'll look down the inside on these sons of guns, and you can see they're Naconas, made in the USA, and they're just absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything that is as beautiful as these in my whole life. And I paid for them, but that's okay. Very once in a while, you'll come across something that is strictly extraordinary. Where I've been collecting boots for over 2 years now, these are by far the nicest boots I've ever had the opportunity to even look at, let alone buy. What's your thoughts, Adam?
Well, I wanted to highlight some of the things that we don't talk about very often, but maybe we could. One is the toe. What kind of toe do we got on this boot?
It's a round toe.
It's a round toe.
Yep. Or a plain old round toe. It's not a J toe like you get on the Tacomas. This is it's not a pointy or a snip toe by any chance, but it's just what they call a round toe on it.
We've seen some square toes. We've seen some more pointy toes here, so I wanted to highlight our toe.
Yeah, let me show you. I was wearing these earlier today, and this is a J toe, which I think is see, this is a Tacoma. This is a Tacoma Python. I can't remember the name of it. It's a Bodie, I think they call it. And see the scale. This is a Python. This is a belly cut Python boot. See, the toes on the rattlers aren't as pronounced. I mean, they're more pronounced than they are on here. So I think that's a round toe, and I think I don't know what they are. This is not as quite as round toe. This is a round toe. This is not quite a round toe. I don't know, but this is
I think I saw the post on eBay say this was called an R toe.
Oh, an R toe. I think that sounds for round toe, but
yeah.
And this is
a J toe.
Yeah. So this is an R, and that's a J. And I think that what J stands for, I don't know.
We got to know where do these rank?
Which ones?
Let's do the Diamondback rattlesnakes. Where do these rank?
Oh, these are in a class by themselves.
Above and beyond, huh?
Above and beyond. I think these are the most beautiful boots I've ever seen in my life. They're rare, they're exotic, and they're all American. You got a Western Diamondback made in the USA, made in Nacona, Texas. And these just rock. So I don't have another pair of boots I think are in this category.
Okay. How do they rank and feel?
Feel probably the top 10.
Okay.
They're not the most comfortable boots I have. They're not as comfortable as those Bodies.
Okay.
And Okay, I've got a new, more comfortable boot. I have some Tacoma Jaspers that are smooth ostrich.
Yep.
And I think my russet colored Jaspers, Taconas, smooth leather, Tacovas, I mean.
Yeah.
And they've got a smooth ostrich shaft on them.
Right.
And those sons of guns are just nothing but comfortable. So those will have to be my most comfortable boots.
Mm-hmm.
These will probably be my second most comfortable boot. But these are not uncomfortable. I could wear these all day if I needed to. But you also got to remember that these boots are 40 years old. And that's when they required a break-in period to break in boots.
Right.
And these boots have definitely not been broken in. These boots have not been worn enough to be broken in. But the Tacovas they're right out of the box, perfect. You know, they feel great like a pair of tennis shoes. So on a scale of 1 to 10, these are probably number 1 as far as my favorite daily wears, but they're probably number 2 as far as my most comfortable boot.
Mm-hmm.
How would you rate them? That's important.
Yeah, I think they're excellent. I think what you pointed out with the diamonds lining up on natural skins, that is a lot of fine detail and craftsmanship. I think they're excellent that way. I struggle, and I'm kind of curious on your ranking too. We both said when we were reviewing Josh's Williams that they were our favorite boot as far as looks.
We did not plan this. Now, these are the boots we said were the most beautiful boots we've ever seen in our life.
Mm-hmm.
These are the Tacovas Williams, and these are damn fine boots.
So I'm curious. You said Diamondbacks are in a league of their own. Which one do you like looks better?
That's not fair. I think those Williams are really damn good looking. Just look at the detail on these, and the color of these are just great. But these are exotics. These are exotics. These are exotics.
Right.
These are not in the ballpark of these two, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to have to kind of call a draw. I might plead the fifth.
You might plead the fifth?
I think these are great boots. If I had some Williams like this, which I tried to buy a while ago, those would probably be my favorite boots. But these here are the holy grail. So I'm going to say these are in a league of their own, and these are 10s. These are bitchin', and these are 9.8s.
Okay.
That's just because of the rarity and the craftsmanship and everything on this one. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with these boots, the way these are put together. The one-piece counters on them, and these are damn fine boots. These are, and they're comfortable all day long, and you know, I think I'll tell you the only problem with these boots, they're not mine. These are Josh's.
Yep.
That's the biggest problem with these boots right here. But with these are mine, and they're not Josh's. So they make them better. Okay.
I think if I were ranking between the two, I think it's got to be a draw as well. But the thing that is the draw for me is that I wish the Williams didn't have a square toe.
Yeah, I'm not a square toe fan.
I'm not a big square toe fan, and the bigger foot you got, the more obtuse that square toe looks. And so I think for the size of the boot, I think the rattlesnake wins on the toe.
Yeah.
But color-wise, I like to wear darker colors.
Right.
And darker colors tend to go more with more outfits, fashion-wise. So I think I would wear the Williams more.
Yeah.
And I would enjoy them more, and I really like how they look. So looks-wise, I might even go Williams is the victory there, but that toe is just the one drawback for me. Yeah. Is the toe.
I bought a pair of Adams one day, which is the $1,000
Right.
to Cobus
Gator.
large scale alligator ones. And I got rid. I sent them back. And you know why? Because I wear a 13 double E boot in Tecovas, and the width of this looked like the back end of the Queen Mary. You know, I mean, it just was a huge boot. And I'm not a round toe. I'm not a square toe guy. Josh wears a size 10 double E, and that means that the proportions on this are really good.
Right.
So anyway, but I love these. These are in a league of their own. These are exotics, and they're just strictly, I almost say, masterpiece boots. I don't know how to say it. Where these are daily boots that can be worn, and they're tough looking, and I think they're great. These are $600 boots,
Right.
you know, all day long, and that's what I paid for these. But I think these are. It's like comparing apples to oranges to me on these ones. And I know that sounds chicken, but anyway, 3 excellent grade. Those are 3 damn fine pair of boots right there. There's nothing to say about it. And they're different. These 2 are more the same, and this one's different. So I don't know. I can't believe I found me some just absolutely exquisite diamondback rattlesnakes, Western diamondback rattlesnakes.
Yep.
I think that's it.
All right.
Subscribe, damn it. Bye.